Yeah, that's not supposed to do that. Do you have a rusted frame, rusted engine cradle in your Saturn Vue, Chevy Equinox, GMC Terrain, Pontiac Torrent? Well, I've got the fix for you. I'm going to show you not only how to fix this, but explain to you why it's fixable and keep that vehicle on the road for a number of years to come. So if someone's told you that this is not fixable, I guarantee you it is fixable. As long as you keep in mind that if anyone else can do it, you can do it too. Show you how to do this in your driveway using the Clayway experimental cradle motor mount bracket. Hey, my name's Clay with the Clayway. Here in the rusty belt of Muskegon, Grand Rapids, Michigan, you own a 2002 to 2009 Saturn Vue with the rusted out engine cradle, subframe. It seems like the motor's about to fall out of the car. Do you own a Chevy Equinox from 2005 to 2017? The rusted out engine cradle, subframe. Do you own a 2009 to 2017 GMC Terrain with the rusted out frame, engine cradle, or a Pontiac Torrent with the rusted out frame, engine cradle? Yes, I say all this for the algorithm. Sorry to take up your time. And if you have this problem, I've got the fix for you. We're definitely going to take it from doing this all the way to this in a couple hours in your own driveway without a lift. I know most of you don't need to know how to jack the vehicle up, but for those people that are working in their driveway, and every bit of this video I did was on the ground, no lifts. The thing we're going to do is we're going to jack up the vehicle, position jack stands on both sides of the vehicle underneath the rear portion of the cradle. Remove our 19mm lug nuts. Then this will allow us access to remove the complete inner fender liner, including the bottom portions on both sides of the vehicle. Going to use a pair of push clip pliers. Remove all the plastic clips you see. Don't forget the ones that are up in these pockets as well. We're going to start removing the old portion of the mount. We'll take all of this out of here. This is a waste of time. Just cut that top off. With the vehicle rested on the floor jacks, it should drop down about 3 inches away from where it originally was. If it's not, you need to loosen the rear bolts. I tried everything I could to get this nut off of here without cutting it off. I tried my mini ductor, I used a big bar, I used my 1/2-inch wrench. Just cut the top of it off. Do not start cutting at the bottom because it'll be difficult to get through. Just cut the nut off. I'd recommend a set of torches, but if all you have is a Sawzall, well, that's what you got to work with. Work with what you got. Now we're going to start removing the outer portion skin of the old mount. We are not going to remove where it's spot welded to the body. We're going to cut this portion that goes downward, which was out vertical, and just remove that portion. Do not remove any portions that are spot welded. Now I start trimming this out. I'm going to get more precise once I lay in my bracket on my cradle. But for right now, we're just going to trim it up enough so it fits. We're also going to take out this back portion as well. The stuff we want to get rid of. So we're going to cut it back right here. Get that out of the way. Put our bracket inside there. Now we're going to take and grind down any protrusion of the lip. The rear of the factory bracket so we can grind it down on this side. We want the Clayway cradle mount bracket to fit as flush as possible against the body. You grind this down without removing it as much as possible. The metal underneath this framework is darn near never rusted. So even if the center of this is rusted out, it still gives us durability and very, very good places to weld to. So make sure you grind it down so you can weld it in. From the factory, this metal right here is about 18 gauge, but with the two pieces of metal connected together, that makes about a 10 gauge piece of metal. This is a very, very durable spot, and this is how we place in our new Clayway cradle arm bracket. So I don't have to remove these. There's a lot of steps to get it to the finished work, and I keep them for the private installation video. Set it in there and weld it on and end up. It looks pretty good. Now we're going to put on some trunk bed coating and we're good to go. Ooh-wee. I said, God damn, that's good work. Looks a little bit crappy, but it ain't falling out. That's for sure. They had a hot damn, that's as pretty as my cousin in a two-piece bathing suit. Come on. I'm going to utilize this video to give you the ability to purchase the experimental motor mount bracket. And obviously, The one in the video looks very similar to this one, but not quite exactly the same thing. So this is my second generation, and I'm going to continuously improve this to make it easier with the help of folks like you and your comments in the private installation video. Really isn't all that experimental because this thing weighs like damn near 10 pounds per bracket. Guarantee you, you can probably jump this car and it will literally destroy the body before it even comes close to destroying this thing. So, with your paid order, you're going to receive all necessary to replace that structure from that original bracket and have something that's going to last you a number of years to come, hopefully outlast the vehicle. My personal contact information, don't use it for booty calls. I've been happily married for 27 years. Private installation video. Need to install one of these and share in the personal satisfaction that I get from helping the rest of humanity by allowing me to continue to make hundreds of free videos and answer hundreds of free questions for the less fortunate in the world. Purchasers like you allow me to continue doing it for absolutely free. You can get a hold of me on Clay's AC and Auto Repair through the Facebook Messenger, or you can email me, thenewclayway@gmail.com. The problem with emails is I've got a bunch of media sources that I run, and I'm not as good at checking emails as I should be. Is simple. I prefer Zelle or Venmo. I guarantee they will work if you do the work in your driveway. With your paid order, I'm going to give you a list of things that you'll need to accomplish this, but they're going to be normal hand tools that most people are going to have. And if you do need a welder, you can just go down to a local rental store and rent one for about $50 a day. By the way, I did not know how to weld 6 months ago. Yes, I've gotten better at it, but I'm not perfect. We'll be able to do this in your driveway over a weekend, depending on your experience level. It might even be quicker. We did this in about 4 to 6 hours. Pretty easy for us, but we know what we're doing. Message me. I'm going to require that you give me your VIN number, your cell phone number, and your shipping zip code so I can find out what the shipping's going to be. You may be asking yourself, why do you ask for the VIN number? The bodies are very similar. They're not identical, but this bracket will work in all of them. You may not know this, but the rear of these exact same vehicles, the trailing arm rust out of them. I invented 2 brackets, repaired this problem for that front bracket and this rear bracket. No, that's not factory. Oh, Clayboy invented that and made them. That vehicle actually has about 40,000 miles on it since I repaired them. They hold up pretty good. Found something out about humanity. Set out to change the world. The world frickin' changed me. So I've got a little story for you. It's very interesting, but it ended up coming in at about 6 minutes to tell that story. So to keep it a little bit slow, it's down in the description below or on my channel in my list. The trailing arm brackets that I'll tell you later. Brackets take me about 6 hours to make each one of them. I need to make money. I just don't have to make it all off you. So right now, it costs me about $75 just for materials to cut these things out. So if you don't think your car is worth $1,000, my bracket's probably not for you. Definitely not anywhere near $1,000 for one of these brackets. Any car that runs and drives down the road is worth $2,500, no matter what it is. But there's a cost to things, especially with inflation and gas prices and everything else. Things are going up. These brackets that probably would have cost about $200 cost a little bit more now. Keep in mind, you're not going to make anything in your garage faster or more durable, and you're not going to have to figure anything out. All you're going to have to do is do a little bit of cutting and a little bit of welding. Maybe you'll do a tiny bit of grinding and maybe some measuring. I'm going to do most of the thinking for you. That should probably really scare you, in all honesty. My bracket and my installation video is going to make it super simple for you, and I promise, if anyone else can do it, you can do it too. Now we can tell this is not the same box that I put in this vehicle. This is our latest generation, and it's going to cradle that box. I don't even mean to do this stuff, but that's what she said. Utilizing them double pinch welds for maximum durability. Some assembly is going to be required on this. I'm going to include everything that you need in the kit as far as metal goes to be successful doing this in your driveway. So if you need one of these for your car, I'm here to inspire and empower folks like you to do these things yourself. Worst case scenario, you can take it to a body shop and possibly get one of them guys to weld it in there, because we are utilizing body work for this vehicle, and they're very used to welding. Remember, you can't break what's already broken, folks. So what do you have to lose? You are going to blow your mind and have so much confidence when you get this done. Dope is going to start dropping in your head. Dopamine, that is. Don't do drugs or bad, okay? Completion of something that you thought could never be fixed. Man, it's going to make you feel freaking good. I'm telling you. Be the next to them, be the absolute first to you, and if anyone else can do it, you can do it too. Reach out to me on Clay's AC and Auto Repair on the Facebook Messenger. I'll give you a quote after I get your VIN number, and we'll get that thing on the road for many more years to come. God bless and have the best of days.